too, buddy.
Miss you too.
Oh shit, we're live. Let me hear
We're
myself.
live.
Yeah, we're live. Good morning.
What is that? What's that you spraying on your face there, Jay?
That's toner.
He's
toner.
glistening.
Some toner.
Yeah, so I'm.
I need my Jay glistening.
Yeah, Jay glistening. What's up?
Up.
I'm gonna zoom in because I want people to see this toner in action.
Yeah,
Also,
get in there. I can't see it. It's all blurry.
That's his connection.
Oh, well, I will improve upon that, Tony.
It'll
It
probably
be
catch
like
up.
that sometimes.
Actually, I'm gonna hardwire it in. I know you guys are scared. I'll be fine. It's literally you plugging an Ethernet cable into the Ethernet cable spot. What could possibly go wrong?
I know what you're saying, Jay. I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I got. Look, come on, your boy glistening.
Let's see. Get up close. Let me see.
Okay. Hey.
Get
up there. Get up
Look
there.
at all them shiny pixels.
Shut up. I'm doing the best I can.
I don't think it's your. I don't
That's
think
all
it's
we
your.
can ask for.
I don't think it's your home
I
network
think-
piece. The
I think-
LAN. I think it's your ISP is slow right now or
No,
something.
Jay is definitely the sharpest image on the Sega Genesis right now.
Hey, back to the Sega Genesis.
You know, one of us should not click the button while the other one's
I
clicking
clicked
the
it.
button.
I clicked it a lot.
Sega.
Sega!
Wake up.
I think that's how you're supposed to say it, right? Sega!
Correct.
What's up, y'all?
Oh, how is everybody? Let's see.
Well, I'm irritated.
Wow, what else is there, Shannon?
Fuck you, Jay.
To Saturday.
Oh, it's gonna be spicy today.
Spice.
I've been on-
It's gonna be ketchup and spicy mild. That's what.
I've been on hold with fraud protection for 45 minutes.
Oh,
That
nice.
sounds
yeah.
fun.
Yeah,
some-
that's not fun at all.
No. So I'm gonna have to mute because there was a random charge on my card, and
Oh shit, man!
I'll
sorry.
dip in and out.
I'm sorry. I needed new socks. I'm sorry.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Carrie.
I needed a lot of socks. I needed
A lot.
300 pair.
And they're from a place that looks like a hotel in China. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Yeah, just
Shannon,
let it
I'm
go through.
actually really sorry you're going through that, but I told you multiple times that there is not a prince in Nigeria, and they do not need your help in moving money. No, but this sucks. This is a scary thing. It's a scary helper. No, it's a scary thing when you're going through that. I'm sorry that's happening.
No, it was only $39, but
Oh.
$39.
you see how many-
in this economy? Shit.
But I mean, you see how many socks I could get for $39. I mean,
It's
this
good.
is
It was a lot of
Good.
socks.
They're a
Good
dollar
profit
a
margin.
piece. You have an extra, but that's all right.
1989.
good for you. Good for you.
1989 Lee laments the 2 bags of pot you aren't able to buy now.
So yeah, you guys you guys do all your intros and stuff, and then I'll hopefully be able to. I'll do mine.
Shannon will just be around.
Yeah.
honestly, I'm surprised that you're talking to a bank on a Saturday.
Oh yeah,
that's-
some banks they're
Customer
24/7.
service is
It's-
24/7.
Yeah.
It's like some call center thing.
The bank I worked at was 24 hours a day.
Well, Romper Stomper Bomper Boo, I see Mark and Bug Hunter 801 and Carl and Blitzkrieg Bob
Egg
and
foo.
Zachary and Egg Foo and Jonathan
And you were there, and you were there.
and Green Boy and Tiffany and Treva
Not Green Boy.
and
Briefy.
let's see,
My ancient
Hill
nemesis has returned.
and Brief Freet. And thank you all for joining us.
You
And
are the wind beneath our wings.
Thrahobs.
It looks like a really big, yummy cookie, Jay. I wish I had one.
It's actually
What's it?
Red.
That is
Oh, bread. I don't care now.
it's a really shiny bread.
That's how good that camera is.
Put toner on that bread.
Shut up! I don't know what's going on.
I'm just happy someone else is having a bad camera day instead of me.
Well, I've got to have a bad lighting day because my cat is sunbathing, and I don't make the rules. My hands are tied.
Friends, are you tired of having bad camera days? Well, with the Elgato Face Cam, you too can say goodbye to bad camera days. Look at this
Bono
face.
has a great day every day. Did
yeah,
you catch the U2 joke? I
did.
From
Yep. I heard it.
Okay. Just making sure.
Boo! Boo! Boo!
I'll just have to make do with my Kirkland signature cashew clusters with
Those are good.
almonds and pumpkin seeds.
That doesn't sound like a real thing.
It's a real thing, and it's delicious.
All right, let's. Shall we begin?
Yeah, let's
No.
get started.
No.
I
Yes.
don't care. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm watching. I haven't seen the Hawkeye thing yet, so.
Oh. Okay.
But I mean, like, I can do both.
Yeah, go off, Queen.
All right. here we
Light
go.
'em up, King.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah.
Hi. How is everyone?
I can't see anybody.
Why?
Everyone's camera's bad.
Mine
What do you
looks
mean?
great.
Mine's
I'm just-
fabulous.
Look at this. You can actually read the titles of my books, Rebecca. Come
No,
on.
I can't.
Look at that one right there. It says book.
They
can
all
read
just
the-
say book.
Look, you can read the call sign on the Enterprise. That's
Literally,
how good. Yeah.
the only thing I can read right now is the word werewolf in Carrie's frame and know your mushrooms on Tony's shirt.
Yeah. Gotta have all your mushrooms.
Nice.
Mega.
Gotcha.
Super. One up.
Yes. Well, he needs you to know your mushrooms. He's Quad T, Too Tall Tony. Everybody, hi.
Hey, it's very important to know your mushrooms when you're playing the Mario games. You got your megas, your supers, your one-ups, and don't forget about the minis. That's a newer
Are those
variety.
like the discount members of the Gorillas?
Yeah, mega, one-up, super, and mini. Uh-huh.
Yeah. And what?
Oh,
He's got. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
check me out on Twitter at QuadTTony or on the Gadget Spot podcast. Ba-ba-da-ba.
Thank you. He's got sunshine in a bag. He's Lee George Cade. Everybody.
Oh my God, I do. I'm happy. I'm not feeling sad. I got sunshine back. I love the Gorillas, by the way. So
Oh,
you
they're
can
great.
watch my 3-part documentary, I Love the Gorillas, starring Lee George Cade, coming soon to Only Stands. It's a new streaming service.
How is that not a thing yet?
I know.
And basically, I will be sitting in a room talking about my favorite Gorilla songs. I'll be starting with Clint Eastwood and moving my way up through Feel Good Inc. For the first documentary. But for the second one, I want to actually get into, are the gorillas real, or is Damon Albarn a gorilla? And then for my third documentary, I'll be talking about my all-new favorite Gorillaz album, which hasn't been released yet and probably won't.
Why don't you tell us about your real projects?
Well, fine. I'm going to start this fucking project right now. Sorry, I got
Project, I'll show you a project.
I got to
Let's
go
just-
do this documentary,
Yeah.
so I'll see you guys later. Carrie's like, yeah, bullshit. I'm like, yeah, bullshit, pal. Watch this. So, yeah, I got a YouTube, but you know what happened? Here's what happened.
What?
What?
I did so much YouTube content in October that I just fell flat on my face in November. So now I've got to be like, every day I wake up, I'm like, I better go make the YouTubes. And then just like the Dunkin' Donuts guy, I go back to bed.
It's no content November.
Just the 13th. Got time still.
That's the dance I do in the documentary.
Is that his Gorillas
drop.
dance?
Yep.
Oh well. All right. Well, here he is.
I'm happy. I'm feeling glad I got sunshine.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
There he
yeah.
is. He's got
So good.
sunshine in a bag. He's Lee George
I love gorillas.
Cade. All right. Let's see. Oh, look, Kitty.
She was dancing.
Her kitty is dancing. She's Rebecca Frost. Everybody.
Well, my cat pulled a real dick move, and as soon as we started recording, she was like, "I'm done being in the sun," and decided to. Oh no, but she's back. Oh, can't see it, but she's back in the sun. So
I feel like you could still, close those blinds. You're the one with opposable thumbs. And
my hands are tied, guys. She's comfy, cozy. I don't know what you want me to do.
It's true. Once they're down, once they're there, you can't move.
She's only got the 3 legs. I can't take more things away from her.
It's true.
Oh,
Fair enough.
Jay, hi! Look at that! Look at that resolution.
beauty.
Oh, look at that.
Good.
You look a lot better now. Well done.
Did you try toner? Your face looks great.
Yeah, just out here, just spritzing and mitzing, out here just glistening, shining. Boy, I gotta put my shades on because my future's so bright. You feel me? You picking up when I'm laying down?
That's not
What else is new?
That's right.
You got some shows happening, don't you, Jay?
Yes, sir.
Jay would have
No, I figured out what happened. My VPN was on.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, it slowed me down. So.
Yep.
Quick, now we can track him.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, everyone track me, please. I'm in Kingston, Massachusetts. Everything's fine.
Oh, too much information.
Shit, I was typing too hard and I accidentally opened up porn.com.
Uh-oh.
I mean, no, listen, 2020 was a rough year. We did what we could to survive, okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah, whatever. Hold on. I'm all done. I'm kind of done with shows. After this, I'm taking a break for the holiday.
Oh, good.
I got some good December gigs coming up, but tonight is the Best of Boston showcase. I'm on it, and it's going to be a Sirius XM recording. So when it's all said and done, you will be able to listen to this Best of Boston showcase on Sirius XM and other places that you can find things. So thank you for listening.
Oh, I like things, yeah.
You guys are great.
I have an interest in things.
Things.
I do like things. Yes.
You guys like my new tattoo? Huh?
I do. I like it very much. That's commitment to the show, and I appreciate it.
Really is.
Right on your forehead.
All right, Shannon Barneson, everybody. He's lurking.
Yay.
Is he with us? Or
I think he's here.
I think he's here with us, isn't
Oh
he?
shit! I think he's got my VPN.
He's on the phone with customer service. So
No, fraud protection.
Fraud
It's
protection.
all taken care of.
Oh, it is? Everything's fine?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yay.
Good.
it's like that's my life. Just the weirdest shit happens at the most inopportune times.
Yeah.
Wait, that's my life.
Such as Carrie went through this with me on was it Thursday?
Might have been. I
The
could check her.
the freeway situation.
Oh, yeah, you were stuck in a
so-
fire or some shit.
No, so like there's the freeway entrance right by my house, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I hop on and I'm like, what the fuck? The
Oh,
whole
this was Thursday morning.
yeah. So
I drove by it.
okay, so it's just like frozen, right? Yeah.
Good pun. Good
Carrie,
pun.
Carrie, we
Yeah.
can't really see that.
Yeah.
I think
Sorry.
you need to
Your
take it off Jay's
VPN is
VPN.
on?
Sorry.
But like, so I'm just sitting there, and so I had to call work. I'm like, you're gonna have to find something to do with those kids, because I'm not
Put 'em in
moving.
the closet.
You know, and I finally get up, and there's this a diesel trailer is just on fire,
Whoa.
right? Just burning up, and like all these firemen and shit trying to put it out, and it's not working. And I'm like, God damn! I wonder what kind of dangerous chemical was in there. Let me finish my story.
Sorry, I'm just so excited for the
Okay.
reveal.
So like I'm like, God, what the fuck was in there? Like, something very flammable was in there, And so I get done, and when I come home from work, they're still cleaning that shit up. Right?
Was it the trailer or just the
Just the
tractor?
trailer.
In front? Just the
Just
trailer.
the trailer.
Oh,
yeah.
interesting. Okay.
And so I'm like, I got to get on the news, right?
I'm
I got to
very
get on the
invested
news
in
and
this
watch
story.
this. And well, it kind of ruined my day in a way, So, and I also just want to know, what the hell was it? Should I be worried? Was I exposed to some horrible chemical?
Chat is dying of suspense right
Okay.
now.
Yeah, do you have
So-
superpowers? What happened?
It turns out that this trailer was full of bacon.
No.
Oh, I thought it was full of ice cream.
No, it was full of
cream
bacon.
doesn't burn.
Carrie, I
No,
sent
but I
you.
swear it was full of ice cream.
No, it was bacon. And Carrie, I sent you a text so that you can share it.
You sent me the news story. I didn't open the news story.
Oh!
How
'cause
did
it's-
how did Gina take this news?
Well, she
she
wasn't here. She's been away for a day or two. But
The
Okay.
thing is, so I'm watching this story, and so it's a straight up grease fire, right?
Yeah.
Oh my
So they're
God.
spraying
Just put it
water.
out with water.
Yeah, they're spraying water on it, and it's going, blah, right? And
Wow.
because when I drove by, I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was insane. And not only that, so it's cooking the bacon, and all the grease is running.
Oh,
All the grease is running
slippery
out.
road.
So they're like slipping about. Woo!
Can you see?
Woo!
Can you see the grease?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
That is wild.
Right? And
The cops are like running still.
and yeah, and it was so the flames were so hot it full on damaged the road.
Wow.
But did it smell good?
I bet it smelled delicious.
Well, it was weird because I finally got to work and I don't usually eat breakfast,
Yeah.
and for some reason I was like, guys, I'm actually really hungry this morning.
Yeah.
We have
Really famished.
we have audio of the fireman trying to put it out.
Yeah,
yeah,
they go.
I
exactly.
shit you not. I was just like driving, because I'm going by like at about 2 miles per hour, and I'm going,
Shit's funny.
what the fuck is this shit?
From a
When you have a grease fire in a pan, you put the lid on it, right? Where are you going to find a lid
Well, they
that
didn't know-
big to
right,
put on
and-
Or
a
like
trailer?
a ton of baking baking powder, flour.
And I'm sure that I'm sure they were just like, what the hell is going on here?
Hey, what do we do?
What?
really
No, it was probably something like this. It was like holding the hose and eating at the same time.
Nom, 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 nom. I know it's wet. It's wet, but it's bacon. Nom,
Guys,
nom,
get it.
nom, nom.
We need 10 more guys over here.
This makes me want brunch.
I wish
Somebody-
there was an egg truck on fire.
Right, I was
next
gonna
to
say,
it.
somebody light an egg truck on fire.
That's
now,
right.
Rebecca, I have seen an ice cream truck that was on fire.
The ice cream truck
because-
from hell.
No, the part of Oregon I lived in on I-5 had 2 really severe hairpin turns on the highway, and so trucks would just either crash into things and there was a river, the Umpqua River, going right alongside it. So once we had a beef truck that hit the turnpike or hit the hairpin turn, and all
Beef truck.
the trailer ruptured and all the sides of beef were floating down the river wrapped in paper, so it looked like body bags, which was amazing. But the burning Umpqua ice cream trailer truck, it was 2 trailers on fire, and it's amazing how hot ice cream can burn, because it really does. All that sugar actually does ignite.
It's a lot of sugar and fat. Yeah.
Yeah,
Beef truck.
Beef truck was my nickname in high school.
but yeah, I'm just
Here
I'm
comes
actually
old beef truck.
Here
know, I-
comes old beef truck.
Beef truck. Beef
I'm
truck.
always I'm
Hey,
always
beef
sad.
truck.
Yes, Lee.
I'm always sad about animals dying for wholesale consumption, but these pigs just died for nothing.
For nothing, yeah.
Well, no,
Literally.
and,
Sadder.
Died
And
so
it-
we could tell this story.
and it's like,
Cool.
it's like they just burned
die
up
for
smoked
nothing.
gold because bacon prices are soaring.
Well, yeah,
This
because
is-
half the inventory got burned up on the freeway.
Yeah, I was gonna say this isn't gonna help.
This is why I make my own bacon. So I don't have to worry about that.
Pork SUV.
So, Rebecca, he's got somebody locked
Yeah,
in the
what's up?
basement. He's got somebody locked in the basement. He makes bacon out
shit.
of him.
Oh, fuck.
All
I
right.
use the long pork.
Let's get underway. Then.
Don't forget
What
about our
about you?
host,
What about you?
Mr. Kerry Jackson.
Oh,
Driver
hi.
of the beef truck.
Hi there.
Driving this beef truck.
Hi there. Just real quick there, I just want to point out I've been a successful radio person since 1982. Yeah, feel free to tell me how to do my job. Okay, let's move on.
So spicy.
Whoa,
The
Jesus.
beef is
Damn.
spicy.
It's been
Was
a
it what-
long week.
Time zones
Whoa.
away,
Long
but some
This-
Was
shade
it
has just been thrown.
Chorizo.
It wasn't one of us, right?
No. It was
Oh, okay.
a long week. Long week. All right.
Kerry drives the spicy jerky beef truck.
That's right. Let's see. Oh, tragedy.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Always.
Raise a glass.
Oh,
Raise
is it okay if it's just a
I don't have a
bottle of...
glass, but I have toner, so.
Is it okay if it's just a,
Don't drink
a bottle
it, Jay.
Is it okay if it's just a bottle of Sprite Zero with a Tito's top on it?
Sure.
Why?
Sure.
I'm
I don't
holding
care.
toner. There's no rules.
All right. Dean Stockwell.
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah, that was a tragedy. Dean Stockwell, 7-decade career. His first job, he was like 15, I think. No, 6. He was in Broadway debut at age 6.
Jay, don't do it.
And then he was like, when he was 15, he was in The Boy with the Green Hair. Married to the Mob was a movie he was in. He was in Dune. He was Dr. Wellington Yu in Dune.
He was in
Yui.
Blue Velvet,
Huey?
right? Was
He was in Blue Velvet. Yeah, he was. Yeah. He was also in in Dreams. No, that was the song he sang in Blue Velvet. He was in a ton of movies. Tucker the Man in His Dream. He was in Paris, Texas.
Quantum Leap. Don't forget about Quantum.
I was
Leap.
I was leading you down a road.
Jesus Christ, Tony!
He's been in radio for a
Don't tell him how to do his fucking job.
Just excited about Quantum Leap.
Just leading you down a road.
Beef truck.
Getting you to
Fucking beef truck.
All right. Battlestar Galactica. All right.
Hey, see, it wasn't even going towards Quantum Leap.
I was going to, but you did it for me. So
He quantum leapt right out of this life.
All right.
43
welcome.
fucking years, and look what you did to him, Tony.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. So let's talk about what happened yesterday on Disney Plus.
Oh my God, I'm a buzz.
Jay is the most excited out of all of us.
I'm buzz.
I'm a little pissed off about yesterday because of one really big thing. And I want to lead with this, if that's okay.
All right.
The internet fuckery and fakery makes it impossible to actually find any of the content that was released for Disney Plus Day yesterday.
No, you can't. It's hard to find online. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
because
because
I
everyone's
was trying
got a reaction video.
Well, not only they have reaction videos, they have fakes. So you're like, okay, cool, She-Hulk trailer, cool, let's see it. Oh, it's all shit from Orphan Black. The only one that I actually found that was authentic was the 30-second teaser from Moon Knight. Everything else that I found has been fake.
Yeah. No, the place you need to see it all is on your Disney Plus. It's all right there. And
I should go on Disney Plus.
Oh.
yeah, they got it all. It's all encapsulated. Here's the thing: is that let's do the Marvel shit first. It was here's your Marvel Disney Plus for the coming year, and it's a 15-minute video. But here's the thing: first 10 minutes of the video is you remember this show and how great it was.
Do you remember WandaVision? WandaVision was fun, right?
I remember.
I was sitting there hitting pause, going, "Come on, you assholes! I've already I'm in the religion. I've already joined and paid tithing. I'm
Stop
here."
making the sale.
Exactly. I know. I enjoyed Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I enjoyed Loki. I'm here for you. I want to see what you got for me. All right.
I was there too.
Yeah. So anyway, what they did show us, and I'll lead with Jay because he's so excited about XMen 97.
Yes.
Oh, but here's the thing.
Also very excited.
We had a nacho party yesterday at the Sev, and lots of 90s kids are teachers now. And I was like, "Hey, did you guys hear about this X-Men 97?" And they're like, "Huh? What? There's been 96 of those movies?" And I said, "No,
Not yet.
And I said, "No, they're gonna continue the cartoon from '97." And they were all like, "What?
They all lost their minds collectively.
And they all pulled out their boppets and just went fucking nuts.
Bop it.
Yeah.
Stroke it.
Bop it.
Pull it. Which
Twist
one?
Now it's now the first question I
Lick
got
it.
asked was why is it 97? I thought it was before that. Well, it was. It started in 92 and ended in 97, which means it's a continuation.
Wow. I wonder if the animation won't suck still.
I bet it will suck just as much.
Lee,
time
for
out.
every negative comment you have about something, you have to say something nice.
Time out. 'Cause there's a reason why the animation sucked in the later seasons is because they turned over the animation to the Philippines and they just couldn't cut it. Sorry, not being outsourced.
The animation sucked for its entirety.
Well, I
Okay, now
liked
say
it.
one nice thing.
I liked it too, and we're like almost the same age.
Here you go, Jay. There you go.
I mean,
This X-Men show. This X-Men show was what got me into comic books.
Oh, really? The
Really?
This
cartoon?
was, for me, I had never read a comic book before this, and the X-Men 90s show and the Spider-Man 90s show was what got me interested in comics and superheroes.
Facts.
fun fact about that theme song. Only music I'd fuck to in the 90s.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
that explains a lot.
Shit, that's the
not
only
true.
music I'll fuck to today.
No,
Baby, go ahead and pick that thing.
Yeah, you couldn't hear it, Lee, because I had headphones on.
What? That how that works?
usually,
What? That's not at all how any of this
yeah,
works.
this is a show that was so cheaply produced they had to give Jean Grey a ponytail because it was too
God
hard
damn,
to actually
Lee,
draw her
do I
hair.
do I take a giant shit on the stuff that you like? Come on, man.
I'm sorry, I was actually studying animation when that cartoon came out. So,
Fair. All right. Well,
yeah.
then then you.
So,
So now you have to
sound
say one
bitter.
nice
Come
thing.
on, man.
One nice
one nice
One
thing.
nice
Okay,
thing.
I will say one nice thing. I would actually say 3 or 4 really nice things about the X-Men cartoon from the 90s. I watched it. I was actually really glad that it was the best X-Men material we'd had to that point. It really was. Also, I'm glad that it brought in a whole new generation of X-Men fans because it coincided. They took all of the Jim Lee designs from the relaunch of X-Men when they shafted Chris Claremont. So they took all those redesigns, and I think that was awesome, and I think it was great. And there were some episodes where every once in a while they snuck in something really amazing. There was an episode with Lady Deathstrike and the Reavers that was really, really well done. Like, the animation was done by a different company. And
That episode was a special episode they aired in the evening. I remember watching it
And it
on the original
and it
airing.
And it was really, really well done. And I remember watching that and saying, oh, shit, just a little more polish on this animation and we'd have something phenomenal. But, animation's tricky. They did a Spider-Man cartoon at the same time that was like 60% good, right?
The problem with the Spider-Man cartoon was any exterior shot of New York was computer generated, and the computer generated cartoon stuff at the time was really janky, super
Also,
janky.
they didn't allow guns on. So Punisher had lasers, and Morbius had to suck your plasma instead. Like it was really
Wolverine never actually used his claws on any
So
people.
many
It was
robots.
only robots.
A lot of
So
robots.
many
a lot of
robots.
robots.
So
And then
many.
you get shows that came later, like Wolverine and the X-Men.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, and you're just like,
Really
okay,
good.
it all works. It
Yeah.
just needs a little polish.
The other animated projects that they announced are Spider-Man Freshman Year.
Wait, though, one thing more about the X-Men is they're getting all the original voice cast back.
Oh, they are.
I read they're getting all the original voice cast back plus new players.
So
Okay.
we're getting
Chris Pratt
we're
is the
getting
voice
a
of everyone
Professor
else.
X. We're getting a Professor X scream.
We're getting Spider-Man Freshman Year and an entire Marvel Zombies series, which I hope they follow the comic book. I really do. In this instance, it's not often I say that, but I would like it if they just lifted the story right from the comic book.
Because, Carrie, I'd love to see that thing where, Peter Parker's all, I ate Aunt May. Why
Yes.
did I do that?
Yes.
And the part where, Hulk...
Full tummy Hulk.
Yeah,
Full
the
tummy
Hulk... The Hulk's only the
Yes.
Hulk when he's hangry.
Yes.
And there's that part where he eats that leg
Yes.
of somebody.
And it
then,
ruptures through his stomach when he turns into Banner.
yeah, it turns into Banner. That humorous comes out of
Oh
his-
yeah, and I want the flying torso of Tony Stark.
Yeah.
I'm just.
I want
kinda
him to follow the
sad.
comic. Yeah.
I'm kind of sad because it'll be the first Marvel project because my wife is way into Marvel, way into Marvel, hates Marvel zombies with a passion because she doesn't want to see her heroes as zombies. It makes her sad. So even the Marvel Zombies episode of What If, she was like, I don't want to see Zombie Cap. So
See,
I'm
I'm
kind
a
of
Marvel
with Rich
zombie.
on that. Yeah.
I'm a Marvel zombie myself.
Yeah.
But I also am not so jazzed about Marvel zombies only because I'm just over the entire zombie fad.
Yes,
as
thank you.
a whole.
Well, okay, but we'll
that's
take we'll take a break and we'll come back with the non-animated Marvel stuff that they announced yesterday, and the Star Wars stuff, and all the things on the way. After the
Messages.
Right back.
I'm a boss.
Rebecca, you know how Jen's in Kalamazoo, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Michigan? Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was talking to her last night. She's taking an Uber to go hang out with her sister who lives in Michigan, right? Mm-hmm. And she goes, I hope I don't get murdered. I hope I don't
Yeah.
get murdered on this Uber ride.
Yeah.
And I go, yeah, well, and my response was, send me a screenshot with the person's, picture and stuff. And if you get murdered, I will avenge you. And she goes, That's not what you're supposed to say.
Nothing
supposed to
about
say,
I will
"Oh."
help save you from
Yeah,
being murdered.
that's,
I'll just make sure you get
Well,
avenged.
How can I stop the murder?
I mean,
Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
like he's a teleporter or something. You know? Yeah.
That's the
I
best
guess-
you got. I understand that.
I guess you're supposed to say, I hope you don't get murdered.
Yeah, that's what we want to hear.
I hope you don't
That
get
is
murdered.
what we
You know,
would like
I'm
to hear.
50. Every day's a learning day.
All right.
I'm 52. Every day is a blessing.
This has been.
I wake up
one
and
of
say,
those weeks.
"Oh, I made it another day."
Well,
This,
dude,
this has been one of those weeks where I'm like, men, why?
Yes? Oh,
Oh,
Well,
okay.
there's
Just
a
like
biological
why men?
imperative.
Like
but
why men? Had a lot of men giving me opinions this week that I did not ask for.
But did any of them tell you how to do your job of 43 years?
No, there's one guy at work who my job is just to Google things for him.
That's your
who
job.
is it?
that's job
Is it that-
security right
Well,
there.
you do it.
What do you think it is,
Keep in mind-
Shannon?
Keep in mind, you guys.
We're
We are
live.
we are
Remember,
we
we're
are
live.
live.
I
We
know.
are live.
That's why I whispered
It
it.
doesn't
and didn't
fucking
admit.
matter. It does,
Why I
they don't know.
whispered it.
All right. Let's
They
let's
don't know
continue.
this. They don't know this creepy serial killer asshole.
Let's continue. And we're back. Okay. So much announced yesterday on Disney Plus Day. Okay, we
Sucker
got all the animation stuff. Here's what they did show us. First of all, they had an extended scene from the Hawkeye show,
Ooh man, it looked so
which
cool.
debuts on the 24th, and
Such
it
an
was
impressive shot. Just
Yes.
an incredible shot from
Children
inside
of
the
Men.
car to outside the car. Mm-hmm. Fucking glorious.
It was a wonderful car chase, shooting arrows, being shot at thing. The things that I did lift from that was Haley. How do you say her name? Steinfeld.
Steinfeld.
She's
Like
she's
Seinfeld, but
like the pickles. She's a delight, and I'm looking forward to her taking over. And also, I'm thinking that they're doing pretty close to that Matt Fraction run on Hawkeye,
Tracksuit.
because
totally.
we had tracksuits. Plus, did you notice that they were talking to Hawkeye as though he could not hear?
Yes.
There was hand signals
Incredible.
and a lot of this and pointing, and so he's starting to lose his hearing, and that's part of the character. So that just looked great. I was really pleased with that. The other thing that we got footage, our first look at Moon Knight. Now, if you'd have said to me 20
Right,
years
Gary?
ago,
Oh my God! Right?
I know, right? If you'd have said to me 20 years ago, it's going to be a TV series, and it looks like they're going to do it right.
And it's like an A-list actor.
A-list actor doing
Yeah, yep.
multiple personality disorder, and we saw some of the suit, not all of it, not a hero shot of the suit, but he's wearing the big white cape and hood, and
I learned an amazing thing from, of all sources, another Marvel show about the color white on television.
oh,
When Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was in its second season and Bobby showed up as Mockingbird, and she was wearing a gray suit, and a lot of people were pissed off because Mockingbird's suit is all white, and they said traditional television format can't actually do justice to white in costuming. And so there are only certain settings where it's going to work, like Mr. Rourke's suit in Fantasy Island, but in your typical action genre, white is really hard to pull off. So they must have done something with all of that white. Like, that cape looks amazing. That is probably the best cape I've ever seen on a
there
superhero.
was a
think-
close-up screen grab I saw, and it's very textured.
I think
So-
that's the solution, because same thing with
Yeah.
like Black Widow's like winter suit in the Black Widow movie is I think you get across that with a lot of texture in the fabric.
Yeah. There's a lot of textures in the cloth there. What?
And Lee, I don't know if I'm buying that TV can't pull off white, because Friends is one of the most popular movies
There it is.
shows of all time.
Hold
There
on.
it is, there it
I need to address something really
Oh my
quick.
God.
Endless Night Videos said that Lee can insult things people don't like, but won't take people insulting things he likes. Yeah, actually, I do all the time. So that's not really true. That's not really fair.
All right.
Really.
So we got the Moon Knight footage, which, and again, this is shots of him in the cape leaping from building to building type shit. I mean, it was wonderful. Then we got a look at She-Hulk.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. We got to look at her in her Jen Walters look, and they're doing She-Hulk. She is green and strong and dresses in fabulous evening gowns. I mean, it was
Has hidden heels in her
Wait,
sneakers.
wait,
What the
wait,
fuck?
That's the fucking thing. Why can't we just let superheroines wear normal fucking shoes instead of the sneakers that have the hidden heels in them? It's unnecessary.
I saw that tweet, Rebecca, and I like just.
See, I figured,
gasped so
I
hard.
figured for She-Hulk they did it just to make her look taller because she's supposed to be imposing.
Yeah, I get
But
that.
now for the other ones,
hate
sure,
it.
I
And
see-
I'm
I see
gonna-
your point.
Find a green
for the other
woman
one.
that can
Wait.
fucking bend your dick in half like 42 times, imposing. Yeah, that's imposing, brother.
So I'm saying, make her look
Right.
even
And
more
she's a
imposing.
lawyer.
I haven't seen this. So are they Mark Ruffaloing her?
yes.
Yeah, and,
it looks like
Because there's a clip in there where she's in some kind of like test room and he's in Professor Hulk form and I can't remember exactly what he says, but then there's a clip later on where he's in human form,
Yep, he
and
goes
it's
back and
actually
forth.
it's kind of a callback to the
TV
Incredible Hulk
series.
TV show because
Yeah.
it mimics a shot from that show, and she says, "You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Like, don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry."
Well, it was Professor Hulk was outside of this box, this test thing or whatever it is, saying, well, it's triggered by anger and fear, great anger and great fear, and that's what's triggering it. So it's a She-Hulk series. I mean, again, 20 years ago, if you'd have told me this.
Yeah, right.
I wonder if they're going to do it because of a blood transfusion from Bruce Banner or something, if they're going to have the same origins. I'm
I
curious
hope.
about that.
That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
Well,
Oh,
Perry,
man, I'm so excited.
there was supposed to be a movie, you remember, with Brigitte Nelson?
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah.
Glad that didn't happen. And then we got footage of Ms. Marvel. And
Yeah, baby.
she's again, she's a delight as well, and she's doing the fangirl thing. She's made her own Captain Marvel costume, and and she's trying on masks and all that stuff. And there was a great line in there about a brown girl from Brooklyn or someplace not saving. This is usually
She's
not the
from
brown
New Jersey.
not the brown girls from New Jersey who saved the world. It just looks great, and so. Very excited about that.
You know what's cool about that character too is, I've had several Muslim girls in my class over the last 3 years, and I've had those collections of Miss Marvel, and it blows their mind that that exists.
Well, then tell them, because there was a scene in a mosque that they showed us in the footage, and so they're embracing it, and I think that's terrific.
Oh man, Potato's going to be so excited.
Potato. Then they just showed us logos, but they announced that they're going to be making Agatha House of Harkness.
Yes.
Also, we're getting an Echo TV show, which will be a Hawkeye spinoff.
Yeah, so I think she's gonna be one of those villains that we love. In
Dark,
the
like
Hawkeye
Dark
show.
Avengers.
Wait, which one's Echo?
Echo is she was originally a Daredevil character. She's Native American, and I believe she's deaf. But
She's deaf.
She's like
Yeah.
Taskmaster in that she can mimic.
Yep. She's a taskmaster. She's a taskmaster and that can't hear shit.
Yeah. The other stuff that we got was Star Wars fans were a little upset because they didn't have a lot, but
Star Wars fans were upset about something.
I know, right?
Oh no!
That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen.
We got a 20-minute documentary on the history of Boba Fett that also served as here's some scenes from the book of Boba Fett, which is debuting here in a few weeks.
Whereas
And,
I'm over here like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. And Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Right?
And Obi-Wan. The Boba Fett thing was really cool, though, because they did do the history of the character, about how he was just kind of just there and then suddenly became important. I love that the documentary started with he's had 4 lines in all the shows and he's on screen for 6 minutes, But from there, and then it showed the first costume and how they made it, and then it just went from there to Rancho Obi-Wan to all the Boba Fett toys, and
It was just, Harry, it was just like and Lee, we were just like, that dude looks cool.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Yeah,
His
and then, but I do remember in Jedi, I'm like, wait, that's how he went out?
yeah.
He got tipped over into a pit.
Yeah. Oh, it was. He's allegedly the most badass bounty hunter in the galaxy, but he got knocked over into a pit by a blind guy. But anyway.
Yeah.
Doesn't he wear a jetpack?
Right?
Oh,
Yeah, it's.
I mean, I was sitting there with all my like neighborhood buddies, and we were like,
yeah. What the fuck?
the fuck was that?
Then you need to watch this thing because
Okay.
there's the set footage of when they did that bit, with the jetpack and him. It's pathetic. And but anyway, it's just
Boba Fett, where?
it was interesting.
I still think he jumped in.
You think?
Well, he's got trauma from his dad getting his head cut off by a Jedi.
Yeah. Well,
So he's like, Jedi, shit! And he jumps in.
he did pick up his helmet, and his dad's head fell off.
Right.
Fell out,
We'll find out in the book of Boba Fett. But the ObiWan footage, we didn't get any actual footage, but we did get them. It's just a 1-minute thing, and it's an interview with Ewan McGregor and the director, and they're talking about what they're going to do on the show. Now, one of the things that they did spill is that this takes place. Let me see if I got the timeline right. It takes place 10 years after Revenge of the Sith. It takes place between the events of Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. It's about 10 years, so Luke is like 10 years old. And the director, Deborah Chow, said, "This is quite a dark time we're coming into with him. Just being a Jedi, it's not safe. There are Jedi hunters out there." So they teased that, and then they also said, in an interview with Ewan McGregor, he said he's excited because Hayden Christensen is coming back as Darth Vader, and maybe those two will go at it again.
I love them. I hope
we'll
they
see.
fight forever.
We'll see. But that looked very interesting. The cast also includes Moses Ingram, Joel Edgerton, Bonnie Piesse, Kumail Nanjiani, Indra Varma, Rupert Friend, O'Shea Jackson Jr., Sung Kang. So it's a big cast, basically. But looking forward to that. There's no release date.
Jay has a comment. Jay's raising his hand.
Jay?
We're not going to talk about Secret Invasion? No Ironheart?
I left those two out. I'm sorry, I left those two out. I didn't mean to, but I did. We just got some brief glimpses.
Jay's gonna bust with tears.
Secret Invasion, we got to look at Nick Fury and his scars. That was it.
Daddy Fury.
Yeah, and then we did get a logo for Ironheart, and that's a show I'm also looking forward to. And Shannon, I think your kids are going to dig that one too because it's
Riri Williams.
Riri Williams
is MIT. We're going to see some Massachusetts
Well,
up in this bitch.
I've got a bunch of Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur collections in my class, and they just discovered them. The kids.
Oh, how exciting!
And they're like, this is really good, Mr. B. I'm like, well, they're making it into a cartoon. Mm-hmm. And they're like, what?
Oh, what?
and everyone's saying you left out What If and Loki season 2. We already knew those, though.
Yeah.
This was not a surprise. And then the other thing that Disney did yesterday, and I did some experimentation on this.
Is the holiday special?
We knew about the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special. But they released 12 Marvel movies on Disney Plus, IMAX compatible.
Oh yeah.
Now here's what happened. I took a look at them
At the crib.
and I experimented. Only if you have an IMAX compatible system at home will you.
Now,
Or
what does
Rebecca.
that mean?
Or Rebecca,
know, Shannon,
a
trust
giant
me.
dome.
Yeah.
Or a
trust me.
giant
It was the
dome.
first thing I as soon as I saw the news, I was like, "Hey, workplace."
But if you have just a regular TV, here's what to look for. All right, now there are 12 of them that are released, and this is the only way that you can watch them now. They took the regular versions off the stream, and these are now the IMAX
I mean, I can
compatible ones.
only watch the high quality versions.
You can
now.
only watch the high quality. And here's what you look for, and I compared quite a few of them. What you'll notice is that during certain sequences, the newer films are mostly shot in IMAX, but the older films, I went back to Volume 2 of Guardians of the Galaxy, because that was not shot entirely in IMAX, just certain segments. And the same with Infinity War. I compared them both. What you'll notice is the bars on the top and the bottom of the screen go thinner. And so you do get that full screen experience on your TV during the IMAX shots, and you can freeze frame it and you can see where it goes from just a regular camera shot to IMAX camera. Most of Shang-Chi is in IMAX, just so you know, but it's the older movies. Here's the list: Iron Man, Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, Civil War, Doctor Strange, Thor Ragnarok, Black Panther, Avengers Infinity War, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Captain Marvel, Avengers Endgame, and Black Widow. A lot of them shot in IMAX, and that's what you look forward to, is when it's an IMAX camera, the bars on the top and the bottom of the screen kind of disappear. And so you get a full screen. The other thing I noticed was during these IMAX shots, like in Volume 2, Guardians of the Galaxy, Rocket looks like a CG character most of the time until the IMAX shots come along. And he looks like a real goddamn raccoon. The sound is better. The image is better when you get the IMAX shot. So go and experiment on your own and get back to me.
Here's my question, Carrie. Can you watch Doctor Strange in 3D IMAX?
Oh my God.
I have a 3D converter system on my TV. So.
Because that was one of the greatest experiences I've ever had in my life.
It sounds amazing.
Is watching that with you guys in 3D IMAX, whacked out on edibles, man. I was just like, sometimes I was like, ooh, but other times I'm like, no.
Fair. I bet you did.
I'll bet that scene where the hands on the fingers go to more hands on fingers
hands.
No, that
probably
was-
really
that-
got to you.
No, that one was like, yeah. But sometimes when like we were going through portals and shit, I was like, no.
Just got to stay in the seat. Just got to stay in the seat.
Hold on. Oh yeah, and sure, my ex-girlfriend's here too. Oh no.
While we are on the subject of Doctor Strange, okay, I want to address this story because it just hit the news this morning, and this is me calming everybody the fuck down. All right.
Calm down, everybody.
Because the hater fanboys are out there and they're pushing this story about significant reshoots on Doctor Strange 2. Well, I did some digging, and it's no more than any other reshoots than they've done on other Marvel films, because that's the Marvel method. That's how they do it. And it's also COVID related, and it's also actor availability related. So all of these movies have been pushed back. So what they're doing is, we have more time now. Let's do some stuff right. I'd rather have them do it right than just throw it in the theater. You know,
Sounds like a good
I think
thing.
they probably like watched it and go, this is pretty good. But let's kick it up a notch.
but here's what we need. Yeah,
let's kick it up 20%. Big shoots.
This movie is good. But it could
Tony,
be
you
better.
beat me to it. Tony, you beat me.
But this is industry wide that this is happening because of COVID and actor scheduling. It's the same thing. The Star Trek movie's been pushed back. The Transformers movie's been pushed back. The Star Wars Rogue Squadron movie pushed back again because, again, it's industry wide. It's not just this movie. Everybody's making a big deal about it being this movie, and it's not. So just calm the fuck down. All right.
Calm
Calm down. Just calm down.
Calm us des Fucktown.
Exactly.
Be fucked down.
Let's see. Quickly, Star Trek Prodigy got okayed for season 2, and it's enjoyable. So watch that.
I've heard it is good.
I enjoy it. It's starting. I'm starting to see the 4 kids part of it now. But the first 3 episodes were just Trek to me. And then this next episode came along. I see where they're going after the kids now. I get it now. Okay, it makes sense. Let's see. The Predator prequel is called Prey, and it's going right to Netflix, so you'll be able to watch that. But I have the plot for it. It is a prequel. The film is a prequel taking place 300 years in the past in the Comanche Nation. It follows Naru.
Oh, that sounds great.
It follows Naru, a skilled warrior who fiercely protects her tribe as a predator hunts them. And Amber Midthunder is the star of the film. She is Native American, so
Indigenous last names are the best.
they really are, aren't they? Let's see. And
Sounds like Turok. Do you guys remember the storyline to Turok?
Turok, Son of Stone.
Yeah. It sounds a little bit like that.
A little bit. Let's see what else we got. Oh, this cartoon. I thought of you guys right away when I saw this. I thought of Rebecca actually because she, like me, is a big SNL fan and probably remembers Kyle Mooney.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle
he's still
Mooney.
Yeah.
I was a Kyle Mooney fan before he was on SNL with his YouTube channel. Was some of the
his
funniest
YouTube
stuff.
channel is wild.
Then
Yeah.
you're going to love this, all right? Kyle Mooney is headed to Netflix to do. He's going to skewer Saturday pop culture staple cartoons. Mooney and Ben Jones of Bento Box Entertainment are doing Saturday morning all-star hits. It's a send-up of the 80s and 90s kids' TV shows, hybrid of live action and animation. It's going to premiere on December 10th on Netflix. It's described as, wildly irreverent, slightly disturbing. Mooney in live action segments where he plays a set of twins, Skip and Trebor, who host a Saturday morning cartoon show, All Star Hits. And so then they introduce the cartoons, and the cartoons are apparently pretty weird. But so it's Kyle Mooney doing that.
Isn't Kyle Mooney still on Saturday Night Live?
Yeah, he's still on.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You guys,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
if you've never watched his YouTube channel, go check out his YouTube channel. And he has this character that he does in a couple of videos where he's interviewing just like people at conventions and stuff like that. And it is some of the most cringy, just like gut squirming interviews. Oh, it's just
I love
it's
him
funny.
so much. He's such
It's
a
so
weirdo.
funny.
Well,
Yeah, he's
and-
so weird. I love it.
While we're talking about Saturday Night Live, man, Cecily Strong needs an MVP.
Yo,
God,
She does.
come on.
seriously.
Facts,
Like
facts.
that.
This
that-
past
what-
episode, especially.
What was it? Goofus the Clown
Goob,
or whatever.
Goober.
Goober.
Goober the Clown. I think it was
Oh
Goober.
my God! I was just. First of all, she was telling her real life story,
Yeah.
and it was brave and fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
Go online and take a look at it. It's just great. Let's see. Lee, you'll be happy to know that the Star Wars hotel down in Florida, it's sold out for 4 months. It's not even open yet. It's sold out for 4 months.
And what was the price tag on that again?
$5,000 tonight.
Depending on what you wanted to spend, it was anywhere from $5,000 to $6,000, depending.
What?
A
Yeah.
night or for like a
2 nights.
Okay, still.
As my Swedish great uncle used to say, "Yumpin' Yemeni."
Jumping Jiminy indeed.
Finally,
as my cat used to say, succotash.
and finally, this Jared Leto is back because he's out promoting this this movie that he's in with the
House of
House
Gucci.
House of Gucci. Thank you.
Have you seen him like in this movie?
Well,
He fat.
He's
They
all
made him
paunchy
fat.
and bald.
he's an actor. Okay.
Did he
you
go
know, instead of
method,
getting
or is that
actual, like-
prosthetics?
It's prosthetics, but like
Oh.
instead of getting actual, larger sized actors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
you're saying his new band, 30 Seconds from Lard, isn't worth listening to?
oh, I like that.
That guy's a fucking weirdo.
Well, he is- he is a
I would
fucking
like him
weirdo.
in real life.
He's out promoting it, and people are asking him about Joker. People are asking him about when he was Joker and all of the things that he did to the cast.
Yeah.
And now he's backing off on all of it, and he's lying about it. Even though we have statements from most of the cast saying, "Here's what this asshole did." He's out there saying, "Oh no, they're exaggerating."
Right. Yeah,
I gave
like-
Margot.
No, if I want a chance for DC to get me back, I better say I didn't do any of it.
Right, and he's like, Will Smith's a liar.
Yeah,
The guy that went on TV to talk about the extramarital affair.
Yeah, entanglements and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and then confessed to considering suicide even like lately.
And confessed
You
to
know?
almost thinking about contemplating killing his father.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
what was
that guy
what was
lied.
Leto saying
Well,
here?
he was saying that it was all lies and that he was just having a little bit of fun. He says any of the very few gifts that were ever given were given with the spirit of fun and adventure, and
I was just
received with laughter, fun, and
I was just
adventure.
having a little bit of fun jerking off into condoms and sending them to Margot Robbie. That was just a little bit of harmless fun. Boys will be
He
boys.
did what?
Remember,
Yeah, he did
Remember,
that.
Boys will be
Yeah.
boys.
you guys remember
wow.
when we all gave Rebecca those used condoms when she started the show?
Very
Wasn't that
fun.
fun? It was
Very
super
no.
fun
Fun.
and hazing.
Don't remember that
Very
at all.
fun hazing.
Oh, remember just
I-
I just remember you
No.
laughing and
I
laughing,
felt like
Rebecca.
one of the
Well.
boys.
He says the only gifts I ever gave Margot were cupcakes, and I think I gave her a mouse. Well, no, it was a rat. Viola Davis confirmed that. It says some of the other guys got gifts that you'd get as a joke at a party. But here's his final statement on that.
Wasn't dead fish? Wasn't he mailing dead fish?
He was. But here's his final statement on this.
white
Okay?
elephant.
Party
gift.
favors.
He says, I'm an artist at the end of the day. If I do...
God.
Wait for it. If I do something risky and you don't like it, basically, you can kiss my ass.
Oh, bud.
Way to cap it off. Way to cap it off.
He's a
You
piece of
fucking-
shit. He's
what
a piece
fucking
of shit.
jerk. I'm definitely not going to see Mobius.
Well,
I wasn't going to see it anyway.
you and
I was
most
gonna say, you
everybody.
were pretty
Yeah.
clear.
All right. After these
these
messages.
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 We'll be right back.
Back.
That's
Okay, I'm
fucking.
so sorry, Maggie. I have to take away the sun.
She's blotting out the sun.
I left you a little strip. Is that
Hey,
okay?
Incredible
So-
power she has.
Real quick, I gotta address a question for me in the chat from Pax84111. Jay, how do I stop these parakeets from eating everything they land on? Here's your answer. Stop putting down shit for them to land on. Then they won't eat.
So
the
what are they
shit.
supposed to do? Just fly forever?
They can.
The parakeet, they got
Birds
wings.
work.
They got. They if they believe in themselves, they could just soar for a little bit. Just
Yeah, but what about what? Don't they gotta land at some point?
nah. They can. Yeah, that's all. That shit. Landing's overrated.
That's a conspiracy theory.
Michael Landon
put
is
out by
overrated.
big bird feed.
Yeah,
Bird
That's
feed.
that's what Big Bird Feed wants you to believe. It's,
All right. We ready?
yeah, fuck yeah, brother.
Okay, let's keep going.
Maggie, we gonna talk about what we watching?
And we're back. Finally, last story. Because we all know that this is how Hollywood works. Petitions.
Yeah, that always gets
Oh
the
my
job
God.
done.
Well, this one might work. There's this, this Broadway play, Wicked. Have you heard of this? It's a musical, and it's
This musical I will never ever see.
I'm not
because
interested, but-
I was a senior in high school. The year's 2007. Wicked is the hot Broadway musical of the time, and
Yeah.
everybody will not stop fucking singing.
all
I
right.
have the same reason why I can't watch Cats. In high school, it was all the thing, and
Yeah,
I feel like that was Hamilton for a while too.
Yeah,
it gets that way.
finally watched it. Yeah, 'cause
So they're making this movie, and it's the story. Is it Snow White or what is it? Told
It's,
from the
it's the Wicked Witch of the West and Glinda.
Wicked Witch. That's it. It's the Wizard of Oz told from the Wicked Witch's standpoint. All right. So they're making the movie. A petition is going around, and this one actually might work. A petition for the producers behind the adaptation of Wicked to not cast James Corden in it.
I'm okay with this.
Seriously. I'll sign it. Where is
I'll
it?
sign
I'll
that,
sign
yeah.
it.
I'll sign
sign
it.
that.
I'll sign it right
hey,
now.
wait,
It's
is it a musical if he's not in it?
I don't know. How do you tell? It's at change.org.
Do car karaoke. That's what he's gonna do.
As of a week ago, it was 21,000 signatures, probably
love it.
more. Yeah, so go and sign your petition
I'll
to
sign it
keep
right
James
away.
Corden. Keep James Corden out of a movie that I'm not going to see. So yeah.
That's right. I'm not even going to see this, but I will spite
I'll
that
still
guy.
sign it.
Just
I'll
out of
still
principle.
sign it.
Just out of
Just out of
principle.
principle.
Exactly.
All right.
So
Uh,
was this because of all the condoms he mailed you, or the?
That was part of it, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Who wants to start with what they consumed this week?
I've only
I
got
would-
two.
I've only got one thing.
I got a
Carrie's
list.
got,
I've
Carrie's
got a list too.
Go ahead then, Rebecca. Why don't you start?
Yeah, I only watched one thing this week, but I watched it a couple of times. Inside Job on Netflix.
Oh,
Yes, that's what I was considering. That's a good one.
how was it?
Yeah, I loved it a lot
It's-
more than I thought I would.
Yeah, it grew on me for sure as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I knew it existed, but I wasn't really on board. But then I found out Lizzie Kaplan was the lead, and I was like, okay, I love
Oh,
her.
she's awesome.
Yeah, so that's what I watched.
All right. Inside Job. Jay?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow. I'll piggyback right off where Rebecca left. I watched. I still haven't finished it, but I mean, like, the pitch for it, like literally, and Netflix, they just summarized it. The summary says Rick and Morty meets X-Files. I was like, all right, fuck it. Like,
Yep.
it was literally like it just
Accurate.
popped up. It just popped up, and it's take all the QAnon conspiracies and just make fun of them, and then you've got yourself a pretty funny show.
All right, I'll give it a try.
Yeah. I also watched Idris Elba's Regina King, Harder They Fall.
Oh, I want to see
that's-
this.
That was my one of my things this week. So goddamn good.
On my list, and God damn it, go and watch this movie immediately.
Well,
Yeah,
and-
it's one. It's just it's kind of based on a true story, but most importantly is based on a lot of ancestors that these people really did exist. My family ancestry traces back to mostly Texas and Oklahoma, and they were part of like Black Wall Street way before it was, and then they were ran out because shitty people.
But speaking of Black Wall Street, though, one of the characters, Bass Reeves, is featured in that Watchmen series.
Yes,
I have a miniature of him from my Wild West sci-fi horror.
And he's Delroy Lindo. Delroy Lindo.
Nice. If you ever
God,
seen,
it's such a great cast.
If you ever seen the Five Bloods with, so you get Jonathan Majors, who's we all know from Kang and Watchmen. He's great. Regina King from Watchmen.
Yeah. I mean, it's like most of the a lot of the cast from Watchmen and
Lovecraft,
and like every like cool like African American like made movie over the last little bit.
There's a great nod. There's a nice little nod to a Black Panther that we all miss. You'll see, you'll blink and you'll see it. But there's a nice little nod in that, and so I really,
he would have been in this movie.
Probably. Yeah. Now here's the question I have, because I'm fascinated because this thing was so well written, but it was also beautifully shot and directed. Yeah. I want to know more about this director, this guy James. I forgot his name. I want to see anything that he does.
Yeah, it's a beautiful. Like honestly, it was a beautiful movie. And there's this one shot where they swoop in on Jonathan Major's face, and you know which one? Like they zoom all the way across the town.
At the end,
God damn, that's a beautiful shot.
Here's what I loved about it. It felt like it was like Tarantino, but I never cringed.
Yes.
Right? And
oh my God, that's probably such
that's it.
And you guys know I love Tarantino, but his gratuitous use of the N-word, right?
And just violence and
the best is like somebody the N-word is nearly uttered once.
Yeah, and it's a
Regina King.
Don't even spoil it.
But like God, and the fucking soundtrack. And,
it's amazing.
Yeah,
this movie.
Great
Lakeith Stanfield's in it. Damon Wayans Jr.'s in it, and he's funny as shit.
What? I love him.
Oh, it's so good.
It's like
Zazzy's in it. And,
I love her. Yes, she's so good.
And Regina King, man.
Where's
she been hiding
everything
this?
She does.
Where has she been hiding this?
I love this.
I'm just saying she usually did when I used to think of Regina King, she was she did like light roles.
Yeah.
But she's doing some heavy ass shit lately.
But it's called The Harder They Fall.
The Harder They Fall.
It's on Netflix. Watch it. Watch the hell out of it.
And they even got a motherfucker from XMen First Class who played Darwin, the black dude who couldn't die but somehow fucking died.
Yeah.
But also I had to pop through the comic store today, and I got a haul of just some nice trades.
What you got there?
Got some Czarface that I wanted to get. Czarface just dropped a new album. I picked up the Berserker. I've been reading that. That's been really fun. So that I like. I decided to get the next Batman Second Son. I just want to check it out. I had to brush up on some Moon Knight, and then I got some what is this? What is this one? The War of the Multiverses in DC. I'll probably be disappointed, but I'm happy. Whatever.
All right. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Okay, Tony.
Finally catching up on this latest season of What We Do in the Shadows. I think I'm like 2 episodes from the end of the season, wow, what a funny show.
Oh God, and the final.
You still have 2 episodes to watch?
Yeah, I still have 2 or 3
Oh man, those are the 2 best episodes.
Oh my God, dude.
Awesome.
The finally just destroyed me.
So funny. Such a great show. I finished Battlefront 2, the campaign for that, and that's really good. It ends with the Battle of Jakku, and it's really cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh
cool
man,
campaign.
the Battle of Jakku. I
Yes.
think back to Lost Stars like all the time.
Oh yeah,
So
I
fucking
did too when I was playing. It's like,
Yeah.
we read this. And then I picked up Grand Theft Auto Trilogy Remaster for PC, and can't play it because their servers went down and they've pulled the game. And on PC, it's a hot mess. It is.
Did you get a refund?
I requested a refund. We'll see how it goes.
Oh no!
So I was gonna play that, but instead I requested a refund and spent my money on Battlefront 2042, or Battlefield 2042. So I'm gonna play that. But this one, I think Rebecca's a big fan of this series. We started Happily Ever After. Is that?
I've not
is
heard.
that- Am I saying it wrong?
Who's in this?
I thought you talked about being a big fan of
Oh,
Happily.
happy endings.
Oh, Happy Endings. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boy.
Sorry.
You
Fuck, I love
started
that show. I
Yeah,
love
what a
Yes.
funny show.
God.
Happy
It's my
Endings.
most favorite sitcom of all time. It's so
It
good.
is. It is hilarious.
It's up there in mine too.
I watch it like maybe once a month, and I catch something new every time.
The I've already forgotten her name. The brunette in that show
Casey
is
Wilson.
Casey
Hilarious.
Wilson. She's hilarious. She's just
Well, and
great.
it reminded me of my mid 2000s massive crush on Elisha Cuthbert.
Alicia Cuthbert.
Alicia
Yeah.
Cuthbert.
Remember
Yeah.
that time she almost got ate by a cougar?
A cougar. Yeah.
She
and
did?
go and look up
On
Elisha
24.
Cuthbert 24 cougar, and it'll be
I'll
there.
have to check that out.
Rebecca, I met Casey Wilson when I went to that big thing,
That's right.
that award show with Jimmy, and
Yeah.
I walked up to her and I just wanted to, I walked up and I go, hi Casey Wilson, I just want to let you know, you're my you're my celebrity crush, and she goes, and she looks at me, she goes, I'll take it.
And it also reminded me watching the cast of this that if you haven't watched Future Man, which
With
the
the other girl in it.
the other girl, and I
remember
can't remember her name. She's one of the main characters in Future Man. You got to watch Future Man. It is just a weird, hilarious ride.
Yeah, it is.
I'm
That
done.
was a fun one.
Lee.
I only watched one show, and I watched it 3 times. So
Was it Inside Job?
no, it's we finally have, in my opinion, the first not only good video game adaptation, but the first masterpiece of a video game adaptation, which is Arcane, the League of Legends series that dropped on Netflix last week.
My
knew
husband's been watching it. He likes it.
Yeah, I know Haley Steinfeld's a good visual actress, like a good in real life actress. I know she was great as Gwen Stacy in the Spider-Verse movie. She plays Vi in this. The acting is phenomenal. The animation is stunning. Like it will.
Oh, like
rock
X-Men
your-
92. Cool.
Yeah, exactly like that. It's no, I mean it's
Hey, get your cat's asshole out of the camera, Tony.
Sorry, Simon, get out of the
that
way.
thing looks loaded.
Sorry.
No, but the storyline is phenomenal. Let me just put it to you this way: my wife gives no shits about League of Legends, could care less, and afterwards was like, "I need to see more of this now."
Thank you.
She
That
was
was
so
the question.
yeah,
Yeah,
she
I've
was
never
so
s-
thoroughly.
Yeah, I don't
You
know
don't-
those. This,
You don't
just-
need
so
to
just watch
know.
it?
You don't need to know anything about the characters. You don't need to know anything about the background.
Awesome.
You will by the end of the show. They did the first 3 40-minute episodes last week, another 3 40-minute episodes tonight, another 3 40-minute episodes to round out the season next week. And I mean, it's got everything. If you've been waiting for good steampunk, this is your thing. If you've been waiting for a great story, but I mean, like I was nearly in tears at the end of the first 3 episodes because it's just that good and that well done. And
Awesome.
yeah, if they do more like this with animation, especially, I always said animation's kind of where we should be going with telling stories and adapting stories, but it's like it makes this video game so much cooler than the game really is, right? So, and no knock against League of Legends, it's a fun game, but yeah, that they took the mythology and the background and the lore and just made this awesome kick-ass series out of it. So.
All right. Let's see. Okay. Well, let me start. I do want to get to Eternals.
I didn't get to
Oh,
go,
Shannon, go ahead.
if it's okay.
Go ahead.
I'm just.
I was like, I hope you watched nothing.
I got nothing.
So, I saw the saddest thing on The Masked Singer this week.
Oh no, who is it?
So this guy comes out. He's in a jester outfit.
Is it Jared Leto? Joker?
No.
Joaquin Phoenix?
And
Joker?
he sings this terrible, not like there's a good version of Achy Breaky Heart, but probably the worst version with an obviously fake, country accent, right? Well, this guy gets voted off. Pulls off the mask. It's Johnny Rotten, John Lydon.
Oh.
And I was I was on the phone with Charlie, my buddy Charlie, and I go, "Oh my God! I just saw Punk officially die."
He killed it. He killed it.
Oh, I agree. But I was just like, I couldn't fucking believe it, you know?
Yeah, I was. I was disappointed in Johnny some time ago with his current political leanings, but fuck that guy now. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I was just like, wow.
I may delete the Sex Pistols album from my phone.
I'm officially
Yeah.
And I love PIL, but I'm sorry.
Wasn't he on a kid show or something?
No.
What am I thinking of?
You're thinking of Ringo Starr.
I don't
That's
think.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I don't think there's a
Ringo
single children's
Starr!
show. They'll be like, let's bring in John Lydon.
Ringo Starr, Johnny Rotten, same dude. Jesus,
Same guy.
Tony.
They're British. They're weird.
Tony,
looking.
I'm not mad. I'm just really fucking disappointed.
Who's this guy? Who
And
is
then,
this guy?
Once again, just can't sing the praises of The Harder They Fall enough. And but the best thing I saw this week, and it's one of the most funny bits I've ever seen in my life. Go on YouTube, Google Stephen Colbert, Paul Rudd, sexiest man alive.
Yeah, that's a funny bit.
And it's because Colbert was teasing all week. I'm going to announce people's sexiest man alive, and they filmed this behind the scenes audition process for Paul Rudd doing it, and it is fucking hilarious.
It was like a job interview. It was pretty.
Yeah,
funny.
like tears, and it's about 15 minutes. There's 2 parts, about 15 minutes long, but I had tears running down my face. That guy's a national treasure.
Paul Rudd or Stephen
Yeah.
Colbert, both.
Both.
Oh,
Both,
shit.
yeah.
I'm with the shit.
And you could tell it was mostly improv, because you could hear Colbert off camera going,
He's breaking. Yeah, he's breaking.
and I would just say, you gotta check that out.
All right.
Fuck yeah, man.
I was thinking of Robbie Rotten. That's who he's a character on Lazy Town.
Oh,
What?
all right.
Come on, Tom.
Okay.
you know?
Here's the deal. I want to talk about Eternals here in a minute, but first, Injustice. I watched it's the R-rated DC cartoon.
Oh,
And
Shannon.
here's the thing. I was on Team Superman up to a point.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. I was cool. Now this happens in the first 10 minutes, and it's not a spoiler because it's everywhere. I was thrilled that he killed the Joker. Finally, somebody did. Somebody did something.
Somebody got to do it. Shit.
And I'm like, good. And then he kind of loses his mind. I was on Team Superman until about halfway through, and I went, going too far. All right.
Does he go Homelander?
He does.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh my
he
God,
does.
I was just guessing.
100%. 100%.
Yes, he goes totally nutso.
That's the plot of Injustice. And
Speaking of Homelander, did you see the boys? Their social media game is so good.
The VOT Plus Day.
The VOT Plus Day commercial.
Yeah.
you see, folks, if you follow Geekshow on Twitter, we retweet that kind of stuff. You can watch it. Okay, here's the other thing that I consumed. This is it's also on Netflix, and it's a documentary about one of the best bands that you've never heard of, that you should have heard of. And as I'm watching this movie, this documentary is by Edgar Wright, and
I want to see this.
and Sue kept shouting about every 10 minutes, "Why haven't I heard of these people?" let me give you a little taste for some of you younger folks here. You might not recognize.
I've got a snapshot of your Aunt Maureen. She's 90 and you're a teen. I'm trying to cheer you up. Don't be so mean. Don't be so mean.
I've heard of Nickelback.
This motherfucker's spitting.
This is the band is Sparks,
Don't you feel good? Don't you feel good?
and you've seen them.
Teams, the kind you don't see in magazines.
You've seen them. They're two guys in the band, and you know the keyboard player because he's the guy that has this kind of lurch face and a Hitler mustache.
That's a combo.
It's a band we used to play in the old days at KJQ, and I didn't know much about them. I thought they were from England, but they're from Los Angeles.
They got so much play on Dr. Demento, strangely enough.
Yeah.
I remember being in my early teens and hearing Dr. Demento playing Sparks all the fucking time.
Well, it's because their lyrics are funny, but
Right.
thoughtful at the same time.
Right.
It's a long documentary, and it's 2.5 hours, but it's worth it. And you'll be like, why don't I know this band? There's so many people, so many celebrities and famous musicians in this documentary who say, oh yeah, total inspiration. I ripped them off, things like that.
Right.
Duran is there. Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers, Beck.
I
mean,
had the same reaction to the Sparks Brothers as I did to T-Rex when I realized how many people were literally cannibalizing T-Rex.
Mark Bolan, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so it's the Sparks Brothers on Netflix. And then, of course, on Disney Plus. I want you to go and watch that. It's Assembled, I think, is the documentary series that they do about the making of their movies.
Yes.
The making of Shang-Chi. I want you to go watch that. It's a couple of hours. But
It's a couple of hours?
What?
Yes. Yeah.
As long as the movie.
I only have time for like 2 hours of 22-minute episodes.
Well, maybe I'm exaggerating. Maybe it's an hour and a half. I don't know. But
Has to be broken up.
there's so much that goes into this movie that you don't realize. There's so much that it's so layered what they did with this movie. So much going on. And Simu Liu, you see him from the beginning of his transition through his training, and the history that they mine. There's not much to do with Shang-Chi in the comic books. And the stuff that is there is problematic at most.
And it's also they made him such a cooler character in the movie.
Oh, absolutely. But everything is thought out in this movie. Every element that you see on the screen, right down to, you remember his superhero suit at the end, the decoration that is on his chest. There's meaning. There's meaning behind all of that. It's everywhere, and they mine Chinese legend and history like you wouldn't believe. And then the stunts. Half of it is all just about the stunts and how they have the Jackie Chan people there working with them and teaching them how to do things differently. And the scaffolding scene is it's amazing. It's amazing.
Did your wife finally get to see Shang-Chi?
We're gonna watch it tonight.
Okay, I'm curious to know what she thinks.
I'm curious too.
It's like I tell anybody who's curious about Shang-Chi being an authentic kung fu movie, there is a scaffold fight, which makes it 100% authentic.
100%. 100%.
Wait till you see it, how they pull it off. It's
no scaffold fight, it's not kung fu.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Exactly. And the village at the end, I'm not ruining the movie, the village at the end, they actually built that thing.
Nice.
It's not CG, it's hard sets, and right down to inside the buildings that you probably won't see, there's plumbing and tile, and
What?
Yeah. They
So that's where
built
my
a
Disney
city.
Plus subscription is going.
Exactly.
Is that wood? Like, did they really make that wood thing that like tells the village story?
Yes. That's
Yeah,
all
that thing-
physical.
The mural.
Because that thing
Wow.
was beautiful.
I know Kevin Feige watches the show pretty religiously since we started doing the live stream.
Yeah.
So I just so you know, Kevin, you guys missed out on one thing, but you can redeem yourselves in Shang-Chi 2. There needs to be a fight where they're all perched on a stack of chairs that are all on a stack of tables.
Yes.
And then you will have achieved pure Western kung fu, because no one in the West does that. They're like, oh, well, we're afraid of chairs and scaffolds.
Maybe for the sequel.
I want Shang-Chi on 5 chairs and I want somebody else on 5 chairs, and then people running around pushing the chairs around so they can fight each other.
And I'll just close with this. I was always in love with Michelle Yeoh, more so now. All right.
I didn't think that was possible.
I know, right?
Wow.
She is amazing.
She can do no wrong.
She can do no wrong. Eternals. Now, we're going to do a deep dive on this on the Patreon. So if you go to Geek Show Got This Covered, we're going to spoil it and cover it and explain to you why you should go see this movie.
Well, you should anyway.
You should.
But yes, but still check the
Why
shit
are
out.
you
on
guys
Patreon.
picking on me?
I'll just use these generic terms to describe it. I can understand why people are not understanding it.
Yep.
Yeah, right. Like now
Yep.
that you see it, like it makes sense that like people like why people don't like it.
Yeah. No, again, that's not a diss.
Yeah.
Don't take that as a diss. I understand why people aren't getting it because it's not let's go beat up the bad guy. It's not that movie.
It's
Indie
really
movie.
and I'll just say I'm not going to participate in the deep dive because I need to see it again.
Oh, I think you should.
No,
You should
I'm not going.
absolutely.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
No,
Well, because then otherwise it's just going to be me, Carrie, and Tony. I
Yeah,
really
come on and
want
join
to
us.
be
I'm here,
there.
shit.
Oh yeah, Jay's here.
forget
Yeah,
that.
okay.
Jay too. I'm so sorry, Jay.
You
I'm
guys,
sorry,
I don't
Jay.
think any of
Fine,
my
let's go on the
input.
turn. No, it's fine.
I don't think any of my input would be
No, Jay, no,
valid.
come back.
I don't think any of my input would be
Well,
valid or informed.
but I'd
because-
like to bring you along is why. But anyway, all right. So here's the thing.
We gonna have fun, baby.
There's a lot of heavy lifting in this movie. It's not for kids. They're going to be bored by it, even though it has that Marvel title. There's some heavy Shakespearean shit happening in this movie. Shakespearean style betrayals.
Yeah.
Everything that you've been taught about your existence turns out to be a lie.
Ooh,
How do you
come
handle that? You know,
Come on.
Well, that's just Buddhism.
well, it gets into that, and this is not
Or
everything
critical race theory.
everything about your existence is a lie, and that's both a good and a bad thing.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem that people are having with this movie is that some of the heroes aren't doing what you think the heroes should be doing, but you get it.
Yes.
You understand
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
A lot of good character stuff.
Exactly.
In
Yeah.
this
Well,
movie.
I've learned over the eons that I've been alive that the human species has a hard time with nuance.
Exactly, and that's well, when it has the Marvel title in it, you think it's going to be "Let's go get the bad guys" because that's what every Marvel movie has been.
Skybeam. Get
Yep.
the
Let's go
Skybeam
get the
in
bad
there.
guys. And
Yeah.
where's the cute little character? You know,
Exactly.
like, yeah.
None of that is in this movie.
None of that
None of
shit.
that,
Don't
and
get no cute shit.
there's no bad guy.
Yeah,
There's really not.
There's
it's
not.
unapologetically different from other Marvel movies.
And I can see where people are having a problem with that. And again, this is not diss. This is actually me
Yeah.
Those
respecting Marvel
yeah.
doing something different.
Those
I
are all
liked
those are all my reasons, right there.
But anyway, that's all I'm going to say about it. Other than I think you should go see it, but know that going in that your kids are going to hate it, and it's not a superhero film.
Yay! They're gonna hate it.
There's too much talk. I watched. I watched in the theater I was in. There were maybe 8 other people in the theater I was in. The kids got up and left halfway through.
Yay! They hate it.
The older couple, got up and left 3/4 of the way through because
Boomers hate it.
you know, and stayed till
Too
the
diverse for me.
Whatever.
and stayed till the end.
Yeah, it's just so diverse.
Well, and I'll be honest, like kids, I'm the go-to guy at the school. Eternals, Mr. B. Did you see it? I'm like, why do you ever ask me if I saw the thing? Right? One, I did, and they've been like, well, is it good? And I'm like, you know what, you guys, I can't give you a good opinion on that because I was in a really bad mood, and I think I need to see it again.
I would say, and it's not for adult content. I would say that people under the age of 20 probably shouldn't see it because they won't
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
Well, unless there's one kid I know that I think can hang with that movie.
Because until you've sat and contemplated your existence,
yeah.
you're not gonna
Not
really
gonna really
relate.
get it.
You know? Yes, Jay.
Here's if you haven't done these 3 things. If you are not up to date on your world history, don't see this
Right.
movie.
Exactly.
Okay? If you've never contemplated your existence, do not see this movie.
I do it
If
daily.
you have never been in the fucking friend zone, do not see this movie.
Yeah. Truth.
Right?
That's in there. That's in there. Yes. All right.
Big time. Big time.
Okay.
And not the way you think.
Exactly.
That's my mysterious review of the Eternals. Tony, games. Let's go.
Yeah, we got a few games. We're approaching the holiday
Star
season.
Citizen! Woohoo!
So there's Star Citizen, as always. But this week we have a Medal of Honor game for the Oculus Quest, Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. If you like Sherlock Holmes stuff. We got something called Moncage on the mobiles. Undungeon. I don't know what that is. XO1. Blood Rain revamped and Blood Rain 2 revamped. So it's updated versions of the Blood Rain games, I believe. And then the two that are of actual note would be the new Pokemon games coming out, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl for the Switch. And then Battlefield 2042 officially comes out next week. If you pre-ordered it, you got access this week. But it is officially out at next week. So
All right.
you got your shooters and you got your Pokemon RPGs.
Okay. Cool. Thank you, Mr. B. If you would please.
All right, you listen up here, you fucking screwhead.
Oh my god.
This here ham has been in the smoked meat industry for over 40 fucking years, okay? And you're not gonna tell him how to do his fucking job. You hear?
Right. Beef truck.
Raging Bacon Fire.
The Raging
brother.
Bacon. That was Shannon's nickname in high school.
Yeah.
Raging Bacon.
It wasn't.
No, it wasn't. It was, what was it? Soft boy. That's what you
I called you clean boy.
Clean
and
boy.
I inferred
What an insult.
that you were too busy getting busy, and your mom had to clean your room for you, because
That wasn't it at all.
that was the level of my insults to you. So
That was not it at all. You're like, look at him, all polished up and shit.
Clean.
Taking showers and shit.
Bathing.
you did rock the prep style back.
Fuck yeah, I
in
did.
high
I
school.
was.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was like,
He was
Really?
coiffed. He was coiffed. He was pristine. This boy
Sartorial.
rocked. This
I
boy
was like-
rocked an Izod.
yeah,
and,
dude. I was like Ducky with an edge.
Shut up.
No, you were
Use that some
Ducky.
Cape Cod shit.
I'm saying this in all honesty. You were Ducky if they went through with the original casting.
Eric Stoltz?
You were a charming, good-looking kid, and you had great fashion and style. And I made fun of you because I was jealous, and that's the truth.
Look at that.
Hey,
No,
That's
I'm
okay.
dead
I
serious.
didn't, because you know what? I idolized him, so I didn't give a fuck. I was like,
It's like two people
like,
that
look,
just really idolized each other.
No,
making
and I was
fun
just
of
like-
each other.
this guy's on my side. I'm gonna be fine.
to our
Like
to
you
our people
and
watching on YouTube, do you see why this is why you should watch the live show? This is
It's
why.
like
well, it was like you and
Garth and
Garth and
Curtis.
Jaron.
Jaron Rasmussen.
Man,
Yeah.
but also Sean Bruce, the linebacker from the
Yep.
football team. I had all the guys in my. I'm like, I'm gonna be fine.
Yeah, you had
And the vice principal. The vice principal was also a good friend of mine.
Oh, Dave Gorley.
No, the big guy.
Oh yeah. So yeah, long story short, Shannon and I went to the same high school, just in case you folks were wondering about that.
Gathered
So,
that.
yeah, but
He was
All right,
there the
thanks
first
for
time I did acid.
Thanks for tuning in, YouTubers.
Thank you,
Walk down.
YouTubers.
Goodbye. And you
Memory
were
lane.
there. And
Bye.
you were there. And you
Peace
were
out.
there.
Beefcake. Beef